and welcome once again to the EnterpriseJoy podcast, Enterprise Strategies for Leaders in Under 5 Minutes. I'm Vishal, your mover and shaker of translating trust into results you can actually see on your balance sheets and a dashboard. That's the theme for this week, building trust as a capability. And so far, we have measured trust and broken it into behaviors. Today, we will look at the payoff. What do you get when the trust is high? Spoiler alert, it has to deliver business outcomes and not just warm feelings. Now, research suggests that higher trust reduces turnover, strengthens engagement, and sharpens performance. So let's unpack this one by one, starting with the correlation of trust and retention. Of course, when trust breaks, people leave, often quietly first and then formally. Dirks and Ferent's meta-analysis showed trust in leadership predicts stronger organizational commitment and citizenship behaviors than anything else. Employees who trust their managers are more likely to stay, contribute beyond their job description, and recover from setbacks. Conversely, a lack of trust is one of the earliest indications of attrition, even before the salary becomes a concern. So think of trust as an early warning system for churn. Which brings us to the correlation of trust and engagement. Now, if you're thinking engagement as free coffee and Friday socials, maybe think again. Engagement is more about whether people invest their non-mandatory energy. Studies of authentic leadership and procedural justice show that when leaders are transparent and fair in process, people are more motivated to commit and collaborate. Research links trust directly to higher employee engagement scores and even voluntary innovation. Teams suggest and test more ideas when they believe the environment is fair and safe. Which brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, trust and team's performance. A synthesis of over 100 studies found that team trust strongly correlates with effectiveness. In other words, it leads to faster coordination, fewer duplicated efforts, and better decision making. Also, teams that feel safe admit mistakes earlier, learn faster, and improve reliability. And Fraser's meta-analysis adds weight to psychological safety, linking it positively with both task performance and organizational citizenship behaviors. So the point of these three correlations being, yes, trust makes work pleasant, and more so, it makes work better. Faster cycles, fewer errors, and more resilience under pressure. Let's talk about a few. Let's think about retention risk. If you are worried about losing key talent, check two trust signals: whether people disclose problems early and whether all voices get airtime in meetings. Low disclosure and dominance by a few are red flags. Leaders who address those issues tend to see attrition risk drop even before compensation reviews. Another obvious one is delivery pressure. If projects are behind schedule and you ask for more people, just remember that 9 women cannot make a baby in 1 month. Check if team members trust one another to hand off work without double checking. When trust is low, cycle time blows up. Raise the trust and your throughput might visibly improve. And when it comes to pressure, the one that tops my list is quality concerns. When incidents keep recurring, measure how long it takes for someone to acknowledge a mistake. In high trust environments, that acknowledgement happens much faster, and that accelerates both recovery and learning. Now, for all of this to work in unison, we need dashboards. Unless there's transparent sharing of data, there's no trust. And transparency comes from artifacts. Keep these artifacts tangible. Even a simple sketch with 2 columns would work. Your trust inputs could be ABI scores from episode number 54. Your outcome signals would be voluntary attrition, cycle time, incident acknowledgement, and engagement scores. Don't obsess over perfect correlations. Look for patterns and trends instead. If disclosure intent rises, does the cycle time shorten? If integrity scores improve, do engagement scores move too? That's how you validate trust as a capability. Tomorrow we'll see how we can embed these habits into the system itself. This is where I leave you today. I'm Vishal and you were listening to the EnterpriseJoy podcast, Enterprise Strategies for Leaders in Under 5 Minutes. Draft your trust to outcome links today. I'll see you tomorrow.